All right, welcome back to another data-driven explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the projected betting odds, the tactical matchups, and the key player performances for the absolute spectacle that is the World Cup quarterfinals. We're cutting straight through the noise to give you pure, actionable insights based on our source material. So whether you're a tactical purist or just hunting for some high-value parlay opportunities, we've structured this to give you the complete picture of what to expect when these heavyweights finally take the pitch.
Okay, let's dive right into our matchday program. First up, the quarterfinal stage is set. Second, our Norway versus England breakdown. Third, we've got the Argentina versus Switzerland breakdown. Fourth, we'll look at high-value prop bets. And finally, we'll wrap up with final whistle predictions.
Section 1. The quarterfinal stage is set, building on previous wins.
Now, before we look ahead to these massive fixtures, you might be wondering, why trust this specific statistical approach? Well, in the world of tournament football, finding reliable, data-backed value is literally everything. Just look at that massive 2.15 odds payout from our source's previous pick. In the France versus Morocco matchup, the projections perfectly anticipated a France win propelled by Mbappe and Dembele plus over 1.5 goals, and key goalkeeper saves. The data even nailed the high-value foul picks. It just proves that relying on team tendencies and individual player metrics works incredibly well here. So we're taking that exact same winning methodology and applying it to today's quarterfinal clashes.
Moving on to Section 2, the Norway versus England breakdown. Are we in for a high-scoring clash?
This matchup is incredibly fascinating, and this brilliantly illustrates why it's so tough to call. On one side, you have England coming in as the favorites, bringing massive offensive firepower and serious momentum after going up 2-0 early against Mexico. But on the flip side, they're facing incredible underdog firepower. Yes, Norway has been dealing with a sickness bug, which, is definitely a key variable, but they are led by the undeniable force of Erling Haaland. And crucially, every single one of Norway's World Cup games so far has seen over 2.5 goals.
So, what does this all mean for the betting value? Well, the data is practically screaming at us to look at goals. Over 2.5 goals sits at a really solid 1.72. But if you combine both teams to score with over 2.5 goals, the odds actually jump above evens. Why? Because England's elite attack is going up against a Norway side that simply doesn't do 0-0 games. Now, the source does predict a potentially cagey first 10 minutes, but expects the majority of the goal-scoring action to absolutely explode in the second half. That's exactly why both teams to score in the second half offers a fantastic 2.75 return.
For the tactical bettors out there, pay close attention to this early payout strategy pulled straight from our source. It's a real game changer. If you back England to win, along with both teams to score, some sportsbooks will cash your bet instantly the moment England goes up by 2 goals. Just like against Mexico, a fast start secures your payout immediately. Even if Norway mounts a massive comeback later and wins the whole thing, your ticket is already cashed. This is absolutely crucial because it completely removes the risk of a late-game collapse ruining your slip. Right, which brings us to the elephant in the room. Can Switzerland's resilient defense actually stop Lionel Messi?
Section 3, Argentina versus Switzerland breakdown. The David versus Goliath tactical battle.
Look, Switzerland comes into this match having successfully shut out Colombia, holding their nerve to win on penalties, so they are definitely no tactical pushovers. But shutting out a highly motivated Argentina, that's an entirely different beast. Let's look at this direct quote from the source material. Argentina have conceded in their last 3 games, so I think Switzerland might be good for a goal. They're not keeping it to a 0-0. Despite Argentina being heavy favorites, their defense has shown some real vulnerabilities against teams like Egypt and Cape Verde. This perfectly frames why both teams to score sits at a very tempting 2.1 odds. Switzerland knows they have to score to advance.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is how the source maps out the expected flow of the match. We're expecting a cagey start, with a projected draw for the first 45 minutes as Switzerland tries to just frustrate Argentina. But from minutes 45 to 90, that's when the quality should shine through. The data highlights incredible value in predicting late goals at 3.4 odds, ultimately projecting a 2-1 Argentina victory when the final whistle blows.
Section 4. High-value prop bets, player-specific focus.
All right, this is where we find some highly specialized value. Up front, Messi to score at 1.83 is a consistent staple, for sure. But if you want fireworks in the England-Norway game, backing both Kane and Haaland to score offers massive 4.2 odds. The midfield, though, is where the hidden gems are. Jude Bellingham to get just 1 shot on target is at 1.33, which is phenomenal considering his recent forward runs and goals against Mexico.
The source also highly recommends looking at outside-the-box shooters, making Martin Odegaard and Switzerland's Dan Ndoye excellent additions for shots on target.
And actually, that feeds right into an entirely different market. Goalkeeper saves. This offers brilliant standalone value because it doesn't even rely on the final match result. Backing Switzerland's Gregor Kobel to make 4 or more saves against Argentina sits at 1.72, which is highly recommended given Argentina's sheer attacking volume. On the other side, Norway's Nyland has averaged 4 saves recently, and Jordan Pickford easily grabbed 3 against Mexico. It's like a giant puzzle, and these are perfect pieces for your slip.
Finally, Section 5, Final Whistle Predictions, the Mega Parlay.
Okay, it is time to take all this tactical data and combine it into one massive prediction. Here is the Mega Parlay, constructed directly from the source's top recommendations. Step 1, we take the England win plus both teams to score, utilizing that early payout strategy we talked about. Step 2, we combine that with an Argentina win plus both teams to score, again utilizing the early payout. Tying these high-scoring match projections together yields a staggering combined odds payout of 15.0. No way around it. It's an incredibly smart way to leverage the data that's predicting these competitive, action-packed games.
So, to wrap up this explainer, the source explicitly projects that the previous World Cup winners will find a way to qualify, keeping the established hierarchy completely intact. But with Norway's explosive offense and Switzerland's stubborn defense, will the heavyweights truly cruise through, or are the numbers hiding a massive quarterfinal upset? We'll just have to wait and see exactly how the data plays out on the pitch.